ocean of light. Get your daily balances. Kim Jacobs comes your way. We're here to open your eyes, making your day great and your life even better. Say, oh, daily balance. Get your daily balance. Daily balance. Get your daily balance with Kim.
Daily balance, get your daily balance. Daily balance,
Welcome to Daily Balance. We've got a great program lined up for you today, but especially if you're a sports fan. We're talking about the task of balancing your life with a very tough disease, diabetes.
I do somewhat of an unusual sport. I race the Ironman triathlon. People probably heard of the Ironman, but maybe don't realize what it is. It's a 2.5-mile swim, it's a 112-mile bike, and then it's a marathon run, back to back to back. Well, yeah, the Ironman is a bit of a challenge.
No, that's beyond a challenge.
It takes a lot of training and a lot of time, but I also have type 1 diabetes. When I get to that finish line, I have used every last bit of energy and cell and fiber in my body to get there, and I am going to collapse. But I've always got just enough energy to turn around and step on the neck of this disease and say, you are messing with the wrong guy.
Have you ever had a really good idea? Maybe it was a great idea, but you didn't know where to go from there. Well, today we're talking about inventions and the process of getting them from an idea to an actual product.
You actually want to pull out this air chamber. In this air chamber right here, you pump up the middle or center square, and then they can release the air by pushing this button.
Awesome. That's an awesome invention. And Dr. Cowles, how did you get involved with this project?
Luck.
I love it. I love the concept. I'm actually glad you gave one to the studio audience today because I got one too. So thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. Victims of molestation are capable of recovery. The purpose of this show today is to take you, if you've experienced this, from being a victim to being a victor. I've learned a lot. I've been very enlightened by what I've heard, but I want to make sure that people here get the opportunity to learn more about who you are and what's happened and what's transpired in your life. You're a successful businessman, you're handsome, all these great things about you, but no one would ever know what you've truly been through.
That's true.
And I want that to be shared today.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on the show and giving me an opportunity to tell a story that a lot of times people don't want to talk about, and that is sexual child abuse. It happens to 20% of our nation's population, which is 60 to 1,080,000 people. For my story, it started when I was at the age of 4, and with a trusted relative, and that went on to the age of 7, and it happened again with an aunt and then a neighbor. And then it went on from there, from 4 to up to age 13.
Why do people keep it a secret? I'm trying to walk away understanding that today during this interview.
You know, when a child is sexually abused, the perpetrator has hooked that child.
Do you know that there are 1.3 billion payment cards, including credit cards, debit cards, and store cards in circulation in the United States? What types of tools do you share with them? What are some tips or strategies, things that they can walk away with?
Well, I tell you, the two most important things that we're hearing from people right now is, I'm drowning in debt, so how do I get out of debt? And I've got to start saving for my future and for my family's future. So what we do is we take people where they are. So people are like, oh, am I too far gone? You're never too far gone. You're only too far gone if you don't get off that couch and start to do something.
We are saturated today in this world about hearing about breast cancer.
Yes.
And you know, we do know that with all the research, having a stage 1 or having just a little bit of cancer, it's still cancer. But having stage 3 breast cancer and having the size of 9 centimeters, which is honestly, it's about the size of one of those balls right there.
Yeah, for a visual.
Yeah, for a visual, seriously, it's about this size right here. This is about the size tumor I had in my breast. As far as physically changing your body, there are all sorts of things, reconstruction and surgery, where you honestly feel like you have incredible new breasts. I mean, come on, we're just gonna let's have some good breasts. No, I mean seriously, I mean it's something that we have to talk about.
So you get your dream come true,
That's
kind of.
right. That's right, baby, on insurance.
Oh, that's Get ready to have some fun. We're talking about keeping your kids fit, not just physically, but also financially. Hey guys, how are you? Wonderful. I'm so glad you're here today.
I joined an investment website that would teach me how to teach children, and not just my children, but the children of the community.
A new pair of Jordans came out, and I was like, Mom, can I please get them? And she was tired of paying for gym shoes all the time, so I think she was trying to trick me, and she said, before you can have another pair of shoes, you first have to own a piece of Nike stock.
A RoboCop means something now.
What?
Active exercise reinforcing our basic oneness. Children overcoming problems. I used to chase the bad guys, but now I chase the fat guys.
Let's get ready at RoboCop.
I'm ready. Let's make it happen.
Go.
Yes. Miss Jacobs, how you feel back there?
I feel good.
All right, and march. Balance it out. Push it out. Bring it down. Go, go. Oh, bang it on back.
Most of us have some very special people in our lives. They're people who have nurtured us, taught us, and loved us through the good and the bad. I'm talking about caring for our aging parents and other loved ones. Now it's our turn to give back. What do you specifically teach during the adult senior classes that you
Good question.
offer?
Well, you know, the seniors or sedentary lifestyle, it's not only for seniors, for inactive lifestyles.
Okay.
So you could sit in a chair and do movement. You know, with some music and do movement with your feet, your arms. Anytime your hands are raised above your heart, you increase your heart rate.
Okay.
So enable the participant to get a good workout who may have not been doing anything in the past to just feel good about themselves. Launch it out. Here we go. Here we go. Move your feet. Move your hands. I see you. Bring them up. Bring it down. Here we go. Move your feet. This is the warm-up segment. You always have a warm-up, stretch, workout, cool down, stretch, and out the door. Here we go.
Thank you, Mitchell. Irma Mason is a social worker, a caregiver, and she's also my aunt. Also, the young lady that she cares for is my grandmother, Mother T. Clark. I'm so glad to have you, ladies.
I'm so happy to be here.
So glad to have you on the show.
I'm happy to be your guest.
Oh, my grandmother said, I'm happy to be your guest. Grandma, she's like a traveling sensation, so she will get on the plane and head over to Palatka, Florida to be able to be with my dad, and she refuses the wheelchair assistance. No way will she accept a wheelchair upon arrival. Grandma, so you are a sharp, independent woman, right?
Praise the Lord.
What makes you...
I'm so happy. I'm honored to have my 3 children to be in my corner.
They are part of the family. And what we do, you have to have a plan. And so what we do with Mom is, when she's with me in Harrisburg, she goes to the Senior Citizen Center. The van pick her up and take her, and she loves it.
They need to have choices, and they need to have a voice, and we need to respect that because we're here because of them.
Awesome.
I'm so excited about today's program. We're going to be talking about finding balance in a fashion-conscious world. I think he planned us to match today.
Had something to do with that. You look great, Kim.
Nice
you look
to see
really
you.
good. Great
It's a
bands,
great
too.
pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much. We're going to start off with Allison, and color is really important this season, so let's spring into spring with some color. Linda's wearing a great top made by IC Collection. The Linda Lundstrom jacket, also against black, has diamond buttons that really show and sparkle well.
My guy friends actually were the ones that said, "Girl, you got it on." And so I
got it on.
You got it on.
I like that. I like that.
So I think what I did is accept my flaws and just be really happy with what I am, and that we all have them. No one's perfect.
That's right.
So I just figured out, you know, throw away the black, put on some color, and really just go with it.
Our topic on this program is one you hear about every day. It's in the news, it's at the grocery store, it's in the office, it's literally everywhere. Phrases like eco-friendly, sustainable living, eco-footprint. That's right, we're talking about going green. You've technically been teaching us for years how to go green, but now you've launched a website, terrybennett.com. Tell us about it.
Well, we launched terrybennett.com in the Charlotte area when we were doing some weather. You know, this go green, green, green. I say green and my friends go, oh, here she goes again. But it's not about green. It's about living a balanced life with the planet that we live on.
I want people to come with this philosophy of how we can balance our lives as we are trying to live healthier on this earth. And that's a wonderful point that you just made. Thank you so much for tuning in to Daily Balance. Remember, we're making your day great and your life even better. See you next time.
not over. You've only just begun. Hang